All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Purple Podcast. On this evening, we have Purple Rain on the Purple Podcast. Pretty fitting. Am I right, fellas? Let's get you in here early and we'll keep on going. Woo! Mike, Griff, Purple Rain on the Purple Podcast. Like it was meant to be.
Like it was meant.
There is no doubt, boys. How about a 1984? This kid's graduating from high school, boys, in 84.
Hold that thought, too. We're going to get to that one because I got some questions about that. Kind of funny story here. I go to type in Purple Rain to get it on the streaming device. I started typing in PRPL. Swear.
Yeah, you know.
It's like that's the only way it's spelt, baby. Hey, we're almost at 100 subscribers on YouTube. So if you are watching on YouTube, this is the visual show. Boys. Help the fellows out. Road to 100, almost there.
There it is.
But the sad sacks are back, baby, with the brand new episode of the Purple Podcast. This time reviewing the 1984 romantic rock musical drama, Purple Rain, starring Prince alongside Apollonia Kotero and Morris. Join us as we discuss our favorite characters, scenes, themes, and things, and answer the eternal question, is this movie better with Nicolas Cage? What a question. But hold that thought as well. Let's slide this one in here right now, Mike. So 1984, July 27th to be exact. 1984 seems like a resounding year. Is 1984 the best year of the 1980s, Mike? Tell us what it was like. It seems like it might have been. There's something about that year that seems highlighted among the best and the rest.
Well, I mean, other than me graduating, me getting ready to go to college, I mean, this thing, Austin, the 80s were just, I've said it a million times to you boys, the 80s were great. The 80s were so much fun. It was just do everything overblown. I mean, back then, you know, it was none of us had any money, but we sure had a hell of a good time. You know, the 80s for me, you know, like this particular movie. This is one of my favorites in that, you know, I really fell for the time. I loved them. I went out and bought their album immediately. A lot of the stuff, and I was telling Griffin today, was the time. A lot of the lines that you hear Morris and you hear him, yes, you know, all that, you hear all that throughout the movie, and chili sauce and all of that, that's on his album, Ice Cream Castles. I don't know if you boys have ever heard any of that, but just a couple of songs. I'm going to throw them out there for you guys. You know, the time, one of their biggest hits was What Time Is It? Also The Walk, and then 777-9311. And then you get into the Ice Cream album with, you know, The Bird and
he's off the rails.
Hey, man, I'm just telling you, this was my thing.
I really liked Morris Day. I thought as soon as he started playing music, man, every little dance they had was just like infectious, just infectiously groovy. I like the first song more, but the second one was fun too.
Let me say, you know, the Jungle Love and that. Yeah, let me just say this: without Morris, you know, I don't think this movie hits as well. I mean, all the guys in my fraternity, you know, you all had music at your all's fraternity parties. You know what I'm talking about. You wanted something to get girls dancing, and you wanted, you know, to have a good time. We would put on Prince. We were actually back then in the 80s, guys. We were taking songs and we were mixing songs so you could kind of blend them in. So we would mix in Prince and the time in together. You know, y'all probably don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, but it was really cool back then to get people
on the radio, the mix up or mash up Friday or something. You're splicing songs together.
Yes, absolutely. We'd have two cassette recorders, and we would be recording onto one and change. Yeah, it was so much fun. We'd stay up hours at night doing that kind of stuff for our parties. So
A funny
like
thing,
you say, I'm off the rails, man. Sorry, I'm just real excited.
But it was your pick,
one.
so that was a good kind of segment and reason as to why you picked this one. What do you think about? I guess my original question was 1984 in particular. Is there anything about that one that stands out? What are some of the best years of the 80s for you, if you had to pinpoint any of them?
There you go.
Austin, the 80s were kind of tough for me. Be honest with you. Again, I was broke. I was broke as a joke, man. So, like you guys, you all lived a little different than I did. I went straight into college, just like you guys did. And while there, I didn't know anybody where I went. I didn't know anyone. Luckily, I ran into a couple of guys that I knew. That's when the fun started. That's when the 80s started kicking. I met some great fellas to go out and party with. Griffin's heard my stories about Cheek. You've heard those stories. I met my best friend in college. So the 80s were absolutely a great time. It was the best year probably for me was 85, 86 for me was probably the best time because Austin, when you're a freshman, you're nobody. You don't know anybody. When you were
a senior in 84 too.
Well, I was a senior in high school, but I was going to a high school that let's be honest, sure, I didn't particularly want to go to. So, that was back in the day, and people don't even know what busing is. But I was bused to a downtown school, which wasn't the most exciting thing, getting up at 5:36 in the morning to go to school. So I was very excited.
Been a sack for a while, man.
I've been a sad sack for a while. I guess we can go straight to that. Who's the sad sack? I guess it would be me. You're looking at him right here.
All right. Well, let's do our log line here. A gifted but troubled Minneapolis musician struggles to escape his abusive home life and rising personal demons while fighting to save his band, his romance, and his future in the city's competitive music scene. Directed and written by Albert Magnoli. Written by William Blinn as well. $7.2 million budget. Quite low, correct? $70.3 million box office. Great performance. I think there was talks to get John Travolta as the lead or something. And the whole point was like Prince wanted to be, in a film. He acted in another thing. I don't think it did very well. I think it was kind of like a direct sequel to this or something.
Sign of the Times.
Yeah.
It didn't hit like this one, by the way.
Yeah. Well, this album, I think, was like rated. It's consistently rated like top 10 of like all albums of all time, which is interesting. Something that I want to say about Prince is like, I've never been like a huge Prince fan. I probably could stand to listen to more of his catalog. But obviously there's some bangers that you do like, but a lot of the stuff in between, I think I'm still not like the biggest fan of that, just listening in my car, perhaps. But something that is really highlighted and I think is, needed for Prince's music is just seeing him perform it. The performance is incredible. There's a lot of ways that this movie could have just not worked. And there's something so peculiar about that cat, man. You cannot stop watching him.
Oh gosh, yeah.
He is so bizarre. Everything he does, his style, his music, all of it is just bizarre, but it's a performance and he is like lost in it. Even like, he's doing this for a movie, but those might as well have been like live performances, for an actual concert.
Austin, they were live performances. He refused to lip sync.
Well, I'm sure that's what I mean. Like
he was that dude, and he said it. They've talked about, when he was alive, they asked him about certain artists, and he said, "Yeah, that's great, but everything's dubbed. Everything they lip sync. They don't do it live." He said, "Mine's live." So he was really proud of that fact.
Well, it bleeds through, and he doesn't like clam up at all in the sense that he knows he's video, or recording this. This is for the movie or anything. It's really, really good. It makes the songs significantly better, in my opinion. Some of the ones that maybe you wouldn't listen to elsewhere. But IMDb, 6.5 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, 74. Letterboxd, 3.4. Wins an Oscar for the original song score, Purple Rain. This album, of course, pretty easy to pick. They didn't get it wrong that year. That actually aged well because, like I said, this album is frequently listed as some of the best of all time. Moving on here now. Let's do our reviews. Mike, let's let you start it off.
Well, a couple of things, guys. Do you all know what Purple Rain means?
I do not myself.
It represents the end of the world where the sky is stained with blood. Prince wanted it to be a spiritual metaphor for finding love, letting fate guide you through chaos, and achieving emotional redemption amidst life's storms. So, I mean, this guy was he was different, like Austin's pointing out. The genius of this movie, guys, is, again, Austin, you said it. I appreciate that you acknowledge that, is Prince and the time. We see Dez in there. Dez used to be in his band as well. He was a guitarist. The music, the performances are just, they're phenomenal. I mean, that guy was a showman. If they're both showmen, all three of them are showmen. But these cats, it's an 80s movie. The acting is not the best. We know that, but we love the characters. They kick ass. I'm going to say it before you get to it, Austin. I'm going to steal this since this was mine. But Prince did not win Tobey Maguire's Best Kiss.
The coveted Crying Monkey Award.
He did not get the coveted Crying Monkey. No, man, I'll tell you what, he was so damn awkward in it. I mean,
he's got like this like child Grinch like build to him, like how he's like there's maybe
Austin, remember, Prince is a little dude, man. He's a little cat.
Tell me I'm wrong. He kind of looks like the little Grinch. Let's just see him throw a little mystery.
He's a little dude, man. This is the Minneapolis sound, guys. So
and he's from Minneapolis. I think that's worth mentioning. This is like a very at-home thing for him.
Well, all of these are homegrown guys. I mean, the Minneapolis sound, guys. That was a deal back in the 80s. You had Prince, you had Morris Day, you had Alexander O'Neal, you had Jimmy Jam, you had Terry Lewis, you had Jesse Johnson, you had Jelly Bean Johnson, all these names. I mean, guys, just please look them up. You'll see how great. You had the Jets, you had Sheila E. I mean, they were a party just on their own, just those bands. I mean, you couldn't wait to hear them. Listen to the Jets and listen to that voice. I mean, she is phenomenal. Listen to Sheila E. play the bongos. I mean, she is insanely crazy. You listen Vanity 6, Apollonia 6. Listen to all that. Although it's sexy, they weren't half bad, guys. Yeah. Again, we learned some dances on this. You see the Jungle Love dance. You see there's the bird. We see all of that down the road. I rated this movie just because I love it in the music. I rated it a 3.5. It probably should be a little lower. The acting's not the greatest. We know that. But I'm going with a 3.5, guys.
Nice.
I thought you'd be higher, to be honest.
I'm just out of curiosity. You say you thought it'd be higher, Austin?
Yeah, I thought Mike would have it higher. Yeah.
And guys, I mean, again, I watching it again, almost 40 years. It is 40 years. Oh my God. Some of those scenes with Prince, and he just kind of runs and he pushes his father. I mean, gosh, that the dad had to push himself. Prince he was so feeble, man. He was just so damn feeble.
He was kind of jacked though, like at the same time. But
hey, don't get me wrong. The women loved this dude, man. The dude, you see him up there dancing. You see him doing the splits. Mm-hmm. You see him. The dude had a vertical. Griff, the dude had a vertical.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he was athletic. What's that like whole Dave Chappelle skit with him like Austin, playing basketball or like schooling people?
Supposedly Prince was one hell of a basketball player.
That's awesome.
How embarrassing would that be?
He moves around like an athlete. And even like I noticed when he was throwing those stones, you remember when he's doing that like into the water? It's like, it's getting all right for him. This guy's probably an athlete, but he's just wearing the craziest he looks like Edward Scissorhands at one point too, dude. Like,
yes.
He's just a peculiar cat.
Oh my gosh.
Well, guys, look at the early albums. There's an album, the ones that I remember, there's 2 or 3 before, but there's Controversy of Prince's. You see him and he's like in a tank top shirt and completely different. He just went all out. Remember, this cat used to tour with Rick James. He and Rick James were in a battle of who was the better showman. Rick James ended up booting him off because I think Prince was outdoing him. Let's just be honest. But I think he learned a lot from, Rick James.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can't say Rick James without saying it, can you? Rick James, bitch. Yeah, I mean, somebody's going to do it.
Unity. I want to hear this, Dad. I want to hear this. So what was it like? What was the scene like when this movie came out? Can you put us back into that time? I want a glimpse at what it was like. Were you in the theaters? When did you first see the movie? What was going on?
My college.
What was that noise he made?
I'm just so pumped. We all went to No, we all went to the theater to go see this. And it was like being in a live performance. I mean, everybody was dancing in their seats. You got college kids, we've all been drinking. We're all out of our mind. Griffin, you know who I was with. I was with Cheek, of course. And I mean, he's got sunglasses on in the theater. And I mean, he loved Prince. Everybody, you walk in, you love Prince, you walk out going, yes, you wanted to be Morris Day so bad. I mean, Morris Day in the time blew up after this. I'm going to keep talking about Morris Day, but you went in to see Prince, to see the Purple Rain album. You walk out going, golly, Morris is a showman. And what name do you remember from the movie? I know you all remember. Jerome, Jerome, everybody, we would do that silly stuff at our fraternity. We would be dancing and acting like we're, when I had hair, we would act like we were styling our hair. We would say, bring me a mirror. We did all that silly stuff.
They got the rendition of the Who's On First with what's
yes,
the
you did the Abbott and Costello. That was really cute. I thought, and the guys pulled it off really well.
Well, do you remember when these songs were coming out? Like, were people just blown away by songs like Purple Rain, When Doves Cry? Like, what was that like?
Griffin, it was nonstop. I mean, if you go back and you look, the music, I mean, he was probably almost all of his songs. It was like we couldn't get over how one song would come out. Oh my God, that one's awesome. And then you hear Computer Blues, and then you hear, just all of these songs, and they're just ones blowing up right after another.
Was that sound just completely foreign too? Like, I can't imagine there was much coming out with the same sound. Sure, you have like the 80s influence and all the, synths, but it's very different how it's composed.
Austin, you got to remember, he had 1999 album with Little Corvette, and that, and I mean, so we knew what this guy was capable. Right. We knew who he was. That song, Take Me With You, When Doves Cry, Computer Love. And then we get, Purple Rain and I Would Die For You. And then, of course, you're like, oh, it can't get any better. And then he says, I'm a Star. How they mix those songs in together. And you're like, oh, man, we just loved it. So, yes, this thing, I mean, everybody on campus was playing Purple Rain. Let's just face it. Every fraternity house, every party you were going to, you were hearing Purple Rain. That Minneapolis sound, everybody. He blew up. I mean, this guy blew up. He was it. I don't know what more you can say about him other than, he was it. Everybody wanted to be. Griffin, what's that saying? Everybody wanted to be.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's from Austin Powers. Men wanted to be him. Women wanted to be.
Women wanted him, and men wanted to be him.
Yeah, and I'm telling you guys, everyone wanted they wanted Prince working on their albums. Everybody. I mean, I'm talking about Fleetwood Mac. You go on the influence that this cat had on all of that music of Morris Day. His finger, he's touching that. Yeah. He's in all of that. And by the way, Prince was one, and I know you probably already know this, but he played every instrument. This guy was a genius. Yeah. He played every instrument.
Well, let me slot this in here because it came up organically. Okay. How much of Austin Powers is Prince? What was the influence? There's a lot of it, right? I mean, no doubt. Let's start off with how he's dressing. You got the male symbol right there.
He's got the symbol. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's just I guess the aura of them, because Prince is absolutely looked in that way. And it's like, it's very counter to what you would expect. You just saying that you were playing Prince in fraternity houses. How dichotomic, how different does that seem? Like a bunch of very I'm sure you guys were men. We
were manly men doing manly things.
And you're throwing Prince on. Yeah. It's like the guys in the Chopper and Predator throwing on, Little Richard. Oh, very manly,
I mean, but Austin, you know what? Guess what? Back in the 70s.
It transcended. That's what it did,
What were you listening to? What was everybody listening to? They were listening to Elton John. I mean, Elton John back in the 70s was the guy. I mean,
Michael Jackson in the 80s.
Yeah, I mean, we loved it, guys. Michael Jackson, Prince. I mean, these two were battling for who could come out with the best album. You go out and you see what Michael Jackson does down the road. With Thriller. I mean, he actually did that before with Thriller. I mean, there was some great music in the early 80s.
They mentioned Prince in the Michael movie. Something.
Oh, I'm sure
they were kind of not like they were.
They didn't play well together.
Well, it was more so just like they're both kind of just like blasting.
Well, I mean, Prince wouldn't even do "We Are the World." I'm sure you guys.
No, he said the song. Story. He said the song was silly. He didn't want any part of it.
Yeah, he didn't want anything to do with it.
No, he said it was silly. He goes, "I don't want any one of these group songs." Well, he said that's silly.
Griff, let's get your rating. We got to get moving.
Yeah. I actually, man, obviously, where this movie shines is the music. I love me some Purple Rain. I love me some The Beautiful Ones. I think that's an awesome song. Mm-hmm. I remember listening to that back in college myself and some earbuds just at lunch and just being like, man, this rocks. I remember when Doves Cry, hearing that the first time as a kid and just being like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So that's the real highlight of this movie. There's some really fun stuff, I think, with Morris Day and Jerome in particular. I thought he was hilarious. It's no secret that the acting is not too hot. I think some of the things that were probably really cool back in the day just come off as a bit silly now, and we've already been talking about it with Prince. It's like, as a musician, as a guy and a presence, it's Prince. What can you say? But the dude looks like a goose and a half in this movie. I mean, the dude is a duck, goose, man. So it's kind of funny to me in that way. I actually would give this movie a 3. I'd give it a 3 out of 5. I think it just really suffers from some of the silliness. The music is the ultimate redeeming quality, and there's some really good scenes too.
The performances.
Yeah, the performances, but the acting, there's a lot to be desired, and I think things just happen really quickly. Like, I was even kind of struck by the fact that Prince had never met Apollonia. Next thing you know, they're like dating hardcore, and it's this, or at least in his head, I guess. And it just, things happened really quickly that I think is kind of the hallmark of a movie that is somewhat underdeveloped.
Griff, do you know where they got the name Apollonia from?
I do not.
We saw the movie, guys.
It had to be The Godfather. I was like, it had to be. Well, I didn't know if they took it from it, but it's like, I know another Apollonia.
Yep, that's exactly where they got it from. Good job.
So a 3.5 and a 3. I'm gonna rock into it.
Let's hear it.
Things I liked about this movie: the peculiarities, I can't say the word, of Prince. I just really did enjoy that. Yep. I loved the Prince bike, purple. I mean, it's just a whole lot of fun. The goofiness of this whole movie, Morris Day and Jerome, Billy, just goofy. Thought it was funny. The 80s cheese, I rode with it. It's also on the things that like hold this movie back. I got the 80s cheese. I do kind of really like the surreal oddities that appear at times, where it's like flashing to different images, or it's like showing him like the past or the future. It just gets kind of surreal, which I dug a bit. In terms of some other things that I didn't necessarily like, or like holding it back a little bit. Like, you guys have it rated low. I think you're looking at the movie more seriously. I think where I rode with this movie is that this movie is mostly a comedy. Like, it's really funny. This is a really funny movie, and like the performances are funny, but like it works because of that very well. And I really enjoyed it. And then you have the performance, or like the musical performances on top of it. But here's something, is that like the home life, the domestic abuse, the suicide attempt.
Good.
Is a super stark contrast to the tone of the rest of the film.
Right.
That, like, I think some of that stuff is really good. I think specifically to the scene where he walks in and his dad's playing the piano and just crying. That is an amazing scene. Let's talk about good acting. Like, that that guy was good. That might have been the best actor.
Well, that's kind of where I was at, Austin, is I think his dad, like, you can tell that dude has some real chops.
Yeah.
Well, guys, he was in a series back in the day called Mod Squad. That guy can act. I mean, that guy, he's an actor.
So I would say that scene is really damn good. So that was another thing that bumped up my rating. It was like, because most of that stuff I kind of struggled with. It was like, not that, like, I keep saying like, but it seems that you have to convey that his home life is difficult, but it feels like an entire different movie when you're there, and it doesn't really fit in some. It feels really separated, so it doesn't seem like it kind of overlaps in any kind of way. But that's just a difficult tone when I'm riding with this comedy movie. And then I think the Apollonia song was just, you can tell she wasn't very good. Like, I think they lip synced her, and her performance, she had no business being on a stage, aside from, the obvious reasons, of course, the sex shooter. I kind of liked the song, but she was the worst of the three on the stage. They just had her in the middle because she's the best looking, But I gave this a 4 out of 5.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah. With zero expectation, my first time ever seeing it, 4 out of 5. I really did enjoy it. And I thought the music was great. And it was because of the performance, of course, and just watching this pseudo Austin Powers. It's the same vibe. It's the same aura. He has mojo, and it shouldn't work, but it does. It's just that he's like, it's just how it goes. Scenes, guys, favorite scenes. And we're moving along fine, but this one might be a little long. But
what about you, Mike? Pops? You got some scenes.
Guys, again, this movie was so popular that all the guys would use these lines in every day. So I've got 2 scenes that I'm crazy about. Morris Day telling Apollonia, the Apollonia 6, the girls group, 1, 2, 3, oh Lord, cut. You ladies don't seem to see how valuable my time is. You're going to make my boys look bad. Why don't you let us come up with our own steps? Jerome, no, shaking his head. We tried that, remember? You're in the best position possible you could be in. Are your shoes on too tight? Let's have some action.
Asses wiggling.
I want some asses wiggling. I want some perfection. And then he looks right at Drum. Then he sees, of course, the girls doing what they're doing. He goes, I think I'm going to need a drink. I mean, I can't tell you, Griffin, you've probably heard me and my buddies go, I think I'm going to need a drink. I mean, we've said that forever. I mean, this was something everybody, that dance when Morris did that. My guys in my fraternity, we'd all line up. We would do that little silly dance of Morris's. I mean, I've seen the guy perform. I went to see him on the Ohio River. I parked a boat.
The bitches are okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. And I mean, just all of his lines.
Lord. I mean, such nastiness.
Oh Lord, such nastiness. In my bedroom, I have a brass water bed. And you just
doing all that.
He
that
does that.
Funny.
Morris Day killed me, man.
What about when Jerome throws that chick in a dumpster? What y'all thinking?
That was crazy.
Does the nastiness? Yeah.
I was like,
he just throws her, and then I like when he's tapping on the window, because it won't roll down in his yellow Cadillac. And Jerome comes up. He hits that switch again and it actually rolls down. Oh, it's just so great.
I like
those two. Those two are just great.
I like when he says, keep the change. Then says to Jerome, get the change.
Yeah. Go get my change. I mean, it's exactly what he is. I've got a, and he tells him that he's got a chef. I mean, just all of that BS that he does. The other line, the other scene that I like is the Lake Minnetonka scene.
Yeah.
I want to add a little
making
bit
a return.
This. I read a little bit about this before we got on today, and apparently that water was freezing in that lake that she got in. She actually came out. I think she actually got sick from being in that water, guys. I mean, it was bad. But I thought that was it's so silly that I think it actually worked. And I thought Prince almost pulled that scene off when he was going, hey, he was trying to tell her, hey, this is not Lake Minnetonka. And he was, it was a cute scene. It kind of got things going. But like Griffin pointed out, I think things went from A to Z really damn fast. I don't blame Prince. I mean, she's a beautiful girl. Do you know this? One last fact, Mike's facts, is Vanity was Prince's girlfriend at the time. She was supposed to play that role, guys.
Right.
And they ended up getting Apollonia to do the role, which I think Vanity probably would have done a better job myself. But all in all, I mean, she's so cute. Again, Mike's Minx, every guy was crazy about her. So how can you go wrong?
Yeah, see, I really like Prince in it. It's maybe just because I was viewing him literally like in a kind of a comedic way, like Austin Powers. It was just like, this guy is so unorthodox, but he has all the, the mystery and swagger to him there can be for some reason. It's just because they tell you it and you believe it.
Yeah, I've seen it so many times that this last time I was really viewing it like, okay, I want to. But the first time I saw this, I walked out going, "This is the greatest movie I've ever seen," because of the performances. I mean, gosh, guys, we were on cloud nine when we walked out of this. It was so much fun.
That's great.
So those are my couple of guys. I left you all so much. You all take off from there, but those were the two big ones for me. Please, someone talk about the Darling Nikki one. Talk about the
you don't have a third scene. Well, use that as your third scene.
Okay, how about the Darling Nikki scene where you got Morris and he's being Morris and give me your best champagne, and then when he sees that they don't have a great champagne and he gets Jerome comes over and opens up the bottle and does it all. That's so great. I love how they do that. But then Prince comes out and he sings Darling Nikki, and you're going, and he's saying, pointing right at her, come back, Nikki, come back as she leaves. I mean, it's ornery as hell.
I like Billy after it, but what the hell are you doing, man? You can't use this as your personal platform or whatever. Your personal business or whatever.
Billy's great in this.
Yeah, Billy's great.
If we're going to talk, there's two actors in this movie.
Billy's
I think it's Billy. And I think it's Francis L. Let's just be honest. Those two kind of cover the movie, but again, the music and him dancing and spinning, and man, he's badass, just a badass.
There you go,
Griff.
Nice, man. Well, you already mentioned it, but my favorite scene of the movie was the piano playing scene, where Prince goes and kind of levels with his dad. And, it starts out with his mom literally on the curb a few blocks away, I think he says. And, I mean.
Do you know why heavy. She's there? He's on badass. He's going to whoop his dad's ass is what he's going to do.
Well, that's a heavy.
5'2" of him.
That's a heavy bit. But then you go in, of course, he's playing this wonderful piano piece, which I believe Prince played himself, as you would imagine. But
Griffin, his father wrote that.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's not his real dad, is it?
No, John L. Nelson wrote that, and he put it in the movie.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. I didn't know that.
It was good. I was immediately into it.
Well, what do you expect? I mean, he got this talent from somebody. My God, he's a genius.
Well, speaking of his dad, you kind of have that scene and his dad's, he has a tear come out of his eye, whatever it is, he's crying. They're just kind of leveling again and speaking. And you see that, even though he's got some major flaws, he has a heart and he has an artistry, and he's just one of those sad souls that wasn't able to live it out the way he wanted to.
And he also says, I didn't have to write it down like you, which is
which he lied about.
Which he lied about.
Which is a really, really good payoff. Like that was a really good scene too. So
it was. But I really like how at the end too, he goes, hey, you thinking about getting married? You have a girlfriend? Don't ever get married. And apparently, I'm sure you guys both read it. That was a real line Prince's actual father gave to him at some point. So that had some real backing too. But that was probably my favorite scene overall. Obviously, the ending scene where you're actually getting Purple Rain, where he's performing, where you see all the people waving their hands. You get to see Billy watching him from afar like, there it is. He's kind of got that knowing look, which you're like, yeah, yes.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Everyone starts to see it. Apollonia's crying, even though she cries at like every song he plays.
I see. There's a whole lot of crying coming from her. She cries in everything.
Yeah,
Griffin, you didn't like the earring scene where she gives him a guitar and he jumps up and he gives her an earring, and you're like, that was so weird.
Well, what was weird is she gives him a freaking guitar and then says, yeah, I'm joining Morris's band. And he freaking smacks her. And it's like, what the hell?
Yeah,
like
he couldn't hold it in, man. He did that twice, too.
He went Francis L. on her ass.
It was crazy. It was just so quick. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So, that's where the movie, again, kind of lost some points with me just because I thought things happened really fast.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll say that. And then for a third scene, honestly, a lot of them do blend together. I think it would have to be one with Jerome and with Morris. I think it's really fun when you're introduced to Morris, actually. You see him it seems like he's in his apartment or something getting ready, but then you see him, shoes hit the ground. He walks out of that car, and Jerome's got a mirror for him already. He's checking his hair, doing all this stuff. And I think that's a really cool way to introduce his character. Because, he's a funny cat. But little bonus here, and I remember thinking this was big when I was a kid. You kind of have that really rough moment where literally the time get off stage and they're walking past the dressing room of Prince and the Revolution. And he goes, how's the family? And, it's just so harsh and so awful after what his family just went through. His dad barely surviving his own suicide attempt. And then you see him walking back and you see Morris kind of wait, and he knows what he did was really wrong. And I think
he crossed the line.
Yeah, I think he acted that scene really, really appropriately and really well. You kind of are like, ooh, man, that's one that gets you kind of feeling something in a different kind of way. So those are my favorites. I'm interested to hear what you got, Aust.
Yeah. All right. The first one, honestly, I really enjoyed the intro. Let's Go Crazy playing, kind of setting the tone. You seen him playing.
Let's get nuts.
You're meeting the gang. Apollonia's doing her shenanigans. You get to see the time. And then I really did like the scene when Prince eyes up Apollonia, kind of walks around her in circles and then disappears.
You didn't think that was the goofiest thing ever?
Of course. But I'm like, this is a comedy. That's what I thought. At that point,
we did that stuff in the 80s.
Did you guys think that was the coolest shit? Just
I wouldn't say it was cool. Yes. I thought it was funny.
We thought, Griffin, every guy would do that. You'd walk around a girl and you'd be like, we did that silly stuff.
I wonder if that worked.
Your dad.
That might have worked.
Well, hell yeah, it worked.
Austin.
Well, then he disappears like Batman. I thought it was hilarious. That cracked me up. So I really enjoyed
you've
that
got
scene.
some glasses like that. What the hell are you laughing about? You walk around with some sunglasses like him.
Do you remember, Dad? Do you remember when Austin and I were little kids, by the way, and you played Morris Day for us? You played the bird or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you remember that, Austin? We were driving to We Care.
No
and
shot.
we were in the car. My dad's playing. We're like, oh, caw.
No shot.
Yeah, he thought it was so funny. Yeah, I remember.
I would
that,
too
man.
if I mean, I might have to use that.
I don't think you two were digging it like I was.
No.
Oh my god!
Another
Keep them coming, us.
Yeah, another one of my favorites is the Beautiful One's performance.
Yes.
The song
great.
rock.
Yes,
it's just
good.
It's just really good. You feel it. You feel every bit of it. I think we can't escape this movie, and I'm not saying this is one of my scenes, but it comes next chronologically. But like, the kid is just grabbing Apollonia by the thing. You know, it got like,
Oh yeah, what y'all think of that?
It got really horny.
Austin, they said that they filmed that from like 3 different angles, and that was the angle that they did was the only one that they could actually get that would make the movie a rated R. Apparently, this cat was going for gold.
Yeah, they went for the nastiest one.
Oh
they said.
God, he was.
Well, I mean,
digging
I
for
thought the
gold.
same thing. I was like,
I can't
Dang,
believe it. I
man.
couldn't believe it was on there. It's like, man, that like qualifies as just like porn.
It was something. Let's just say that.
Well,
I will say though, he mostly looked like he didn't even know how to touch her. You know, he looked so awkward. I thought in most of the scenes where they were like together, like the way he kissed her, it's like he wouldn't open his mouth. He looked so strange to me.
well, he's
Did you
Edward
not feel that way?
Scissorhands. He is strange. I mean, look at that guy. But there's something
my
about
gosh.
he looks like
Yeah.
a girl kissing you. I think it's the thing.
Well,
Um,
they had him on probably like a 2-foot box or something so that he could stand by.
Griffin, he had 6-inch heels.
From one little cat to another, I can say that.
I will say,
man.
good Lord. The 3 of us, we've got a whole lot to talk about, don't we?
yeah, look
Hey,
at us
man.
go. I think a really funny scene. Here's another comedic one. The When Doves Cry montage, and he's just like stanced up by the pond, but then the music comes in, and that's when he's sitting by the pond, the side of the pond like this, just in his all black. Maybe I'm just like my mother.
Yeah, man. He was really giving it, wasn't he?
But it was so funny to me. It worked so well because of that. But that's why, like, once again, the stark contrast is crazy. And another one of my scenes, here's my last one we're going to do, is the when the kid knocks Morris on his ass, drives by and just like just jousts him off. I mean, this movie was a comedy to me. It was great.
Man, it was kind of funny, too, when his dad smacked the hell out of him and threw him through a door.
Oh, yeah. I wrote down, father slaps the kid's little ass around.
Hey,
Prince probably weighed about 65 pounds or something. I mean, I think he jumped off the ground when he hit him, man.
hey, that might have been the Dave Chappelle right there. Yeah.
He threw him through a door, man.
Yeah, he didn't stand
Oh,
it.
my
Poor little fella.
He just slapped his ass onto the ground, man. Open hand, open fist.
Sorry, little fella.
Man, this is mean. Rest in peace, Prince. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
the guy, let's face it.
the guy's incredible, man.
He is. I mean, again, this is really his first acting he's ever done. Put yourself in that place. He's a young man doing this. He had never done that before. And I think he wanted his music to shine so bad. And it did. It did. I mean, his acting didn't. But boy, again, some of the things that you guys are laughing about, we thought were cool as shit back in the 80s.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the thing.
when he's doing that with the glasses.
It's a very 1980s movie.
It is, guys. And some of that stuff that he did, we thought that was so friggin' cool. I mean, we loved it. We did that.
That's probably
silly
a
stuff.
big thing, Austin, is like, I bet you just in that moment, he was doing that stuff knowing people would think it was cool. And it probably just doesn't translate the same way now.
It was cool back then. When I'm telling you, the glasses routine was
But it
cool.
works really well as a comedy today. is what I'm telling you.
Oh,
That's fair.
you don't have to tell me. I
Yeah.
thought the same thing. I did some laughing
that's
myself.
With awesome music and like just an X Factor super dramatic scene that's good but makes no sense in the movie.
Well, it's so 80s too, man. So if you're looking for any of that nostalgia, I mean, it's right there in abundance. So
if you're from Minneapolis, it's probably a good one to see if you haven't yet.
Yeah.
Shout out
There
to
you go.
Minneapolis.
I mean, and that was the
listeners.
real place. That was the real deal that they recorded on. They closed the place down for like a month to be able to film it. They paid them $100,000. I mean, it was a big deal.
Oh yeah, characters.
Woo, guys! There's no doubt. I think I've said it. I'm not letting the cat out of the bag. Morris Day and Jerome are my absolute favorite. They've always been my favorite.
Nice.
Somebody bring me a mirror. And then. I mean, if you haven't heard it once, you've heard it a million times. Yes. I mean, I just love that. He opens the door for him. He's shining the car as he gets in. Why don't you stay a while and see how it's done? And he says that, he does his one song. And then as he's walking out, chili sauce. He says that when they do that slide. I mean, guys, that's so silly to you guys. But hell, we would go chili sauce and we'd all slide across, our dance floor thinking we were cool as shit.
I think that comedy actually that's intentionally funny and still is funny. When Prince is kind of maybe unintentionally funny, but it works.
Yeah. Such nastiness.
That comedy is just really, really good to me too. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
No doubt. Talking to Apollonia, Austin's already said it, when he had the champagne and, keep the change acting like, the BDP. And then he looks at Drum, get my change. It's funny, man.
It's awesome.
It's funny. And they put on one hell of a show. The time, we talk about outfits. We talk about wardrobe. I mean, Morris has worn that gold suit forever. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. America, have you heard? Brand new dance called The Bird. I mean, it's just golly. Sixth man of this movie is Billy.
Billy.
This is the business.
That's a great call.
Billy, this is the business.
Billy's really good.
You're just like your dad, like father, like son. Your music makes no sense.
What does Prince say? Quit with that.
Yeah.
That's
your music. Your music makes no sense to anyone but you. And Griff, you always talk about.
That's a pretty true statement, though. Like, this is very.
It is
unconventional.
Yeah, and guys, that nod that he gives.
Yeah.
During Purple Rain, he's like, when he does that, dude, I'm telling you what, I don't know what it is, man, but it just like, woo, it brings it. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
It just, man, it pulls me in, and I'm like, oh, damn, there it is.
Well, let's be honest. They were never replacing that cat with the Apollonia 6. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they could have developed that a little bit more, Ross. I agree.
She was nowhere close.
She had it in other areas, Austin. You know it. I know it. I mean,
I like how Billy says, "Yeah, I want it to be sexy, but not dirty." And then they come out in lingerie talking about being sex shooters.
Like,
okay. It's like, okay, that's not dirty. God.
Yeah.
What's that song of Princess does the is that the blue one?
That's like computer blues.
Where it ends up getting to where you and it does it again. Kind of that break. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Damn, they put on a good show.
What he has his shirt off during that performance.
Guys, I am going off the rails on the sad sack of this movie. The sad sack of the movie is Prince's motorcycle.
No, come on.
His motorcycle was weak, and let me tell you why. Guys, they wanted that motorcycle to look like a Harley so bad. That is a 400 motorcycle. That is like a kid's motorcycle. It's called a CM 400A.
It's a little Honda, wasn't it?
Griffin, do you? Yes. Griffin, do you know what? Do you know what A means on a motorcycle? When you put 400A, A means that it's automatic.
Wow.
So his feet were probably his legs were probably too short to even shift gears on a motorcycle. So they had to lower the seat due to Prince's height for this movie. That motorcycle, every time it would go in the scene, they'd have it kind of wiggle, and you would see him. God, it looked like a 10-year-old on that bike every single time. It made me laugh. They put that.
They had to record the sounds of it roaring elsewhere because that thing was making like it.
Austin, and they made it
like
shift gears too, like it was actually like he was shifting. He wasn't shifting. Yeah, it was an absolute. If you know, and my brother's really into motorcycles. I've ridden one of the lower end motorcycles. That was a 600. 600 was like a beginning motorcycle. So that should tell you everything you need to know when he's on a 400 motorcycle. So I want you all to beat that sad sack of a movie.
All right.
Oh my gosh, man. Well, you know, it's interesting. I'm kind of torn here, and I have I'll say this. I think the best acted performances in this movie actually belong to Francis L. and Billy. Yep. I think that their characters are the most believable to me, and you know, very flawed in the case of Francis L. But I think that cat pulled off some really powerful performances, and I gotta give credit where it's due
for the little he was in. Yep, you're right.
Oh my gosh, I mean, he had some remarkable moments. I thought like that if you just believed in me, and the dude shaking, it's like, oh my god, you know, it was really heavy. I'm gonna say my favorite character is the kid. I want to pick the kid. He is funny, Austin. He's a goof. He's a genius. He's playing with puppets at one point. It's like, what is happening? But I mean, the dude has some good moments. He doesn't know how to kiss a woman, but you know, he's having fun. He's half an idiot again. He smacks Apollonia for no reason because he gets in his jealous way. But I think the whole thing
backhands her too, like fists.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, I think it's just like, you know, I think it's a commentary on he's seeing his dad and mom be this way, and that's all he knows. But
just like your dad, boy, or whatever.
Yeah, just like your dad.
I'm giving it to the kid for some of the funnier moments he has, perhaps without actually intending to be funny, and also for the performances when he's playing music. Sixth man for me is Jerome. I love Jerome. I thought Jerome was funny. He was cheeky, and he had a lot of pizzazz and a lot of charisma in the little moments he did. He's like shining Morris's shoes at one point. He's got the mirror. He gets the champagne. He figures it all out. He goes up with the what? Yeah, he's like, what? You know, and all that silly stuff. So Jerome's the dude. I thought he was a great six man. Loved him. Sad sack. This might be a little bit harsh, but I think it kind of has some
He's
standing.
gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
You think? Well, sad sack is Prince's mom. I mean, she doesn't get a whole lot of. Was that your pick, Oz?
No. She didn't get a lot of airtime.
She doesn't get a lot of airtime, and when she does, it's her just being miserable, essentially. Getting whooped. I mean, it's harsh, and it's not pretty. It was 1984. I don't even know if you could really super comfortably have a character like her in
she
the
does
modern
get lucky
age.
One time.
Francis L.
Well, I don't know. I think that she's a pretty fair sad sack just because what the circumstances were. Harsh, but that's kind of where my mind immediately goes.
This is supposed to be funny, Griffin.
Well, sorry guys.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, there he's doing it now. He took my fucking thing.
Yeah.
All right. So mine, I do have the kid down here as my favorite. He's intriguing. He's interesting. He's peculiar. It shouldn't work, but it does. He's just a different form of Austin Powers to me in purple. That's really all it is. I guess like I have the Prince outfit too, even though it was an Austin Powers.
Oh gosh, you do.
Maybe I'll just have to get black hair this next year and I'll be Prince.
There you go.
I mean, I wouldn't have to behave that differently, I don't think.
Now, give yourself a little mustache or something.
Yeah.
Gosh,
yeah, and just show some chest. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna ask permission on this one, and I have a backup if you guys don't count it. But my sixth man would be Morris Day. Is he too much of a main character?
No, I think you could do that.
That's fair. I think that looks fun.
Yeah, I loved Morris Day. With that Jerome, they are peas in a pod. Even though Jerome's absolutely the Robin to that.
Yeah.
I liked Father as a six man. He was good. That was just really strong stuff from him. And my backup plan, what I was going to say was, how about the Revolution? It's going to give it to them as six men.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, they write the song, right? What were their names? Damn, I'm an asshole.
Wendy and Lisa.
Wendy and Lisa. They were actually dating during this movie.
Well, an interesting thing about
they didn't want that out.
Everyone aside from Prince has their real name in the movie. Like, they didn't change their names in terms of the cast. You were seeing the post credits like, oh, whatever, whoever the names were, you know?
Yeah.
My sad sack, and I'm going to pull this cat up.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
Let me get it here.
Is it the drummer?
No. It's... Here we go.
Oh, no.
I want to be a modernaire. Modernaire. It's Des Dickerson in the Modernaires. I want to be a modernaire. Modernaire. That's the only fucking thing they said.
Austin, do you know?
Austin thinks he's a sad sack.
Do you know he was on the Prince 1999? He was on that 1999 album. Wendy took over for that cat.
I want to be a modernaire.
No, it wasn't a very good song.
Oh, my God.
All right. Yeah, that's mine. It's Des Dickerson.
Funny.
And how about the lady that Jerome slams into the trash, too?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's fair.
Yeah.
God, that's funny, man.
I want to be a modernaire.
Funny.
That song sucked. All right, themes and things. Let's move quick here, fellas.
Guys, this is an 80s. So the 80s, it's got to be 80s. It's got to be actually, this is called live music, guys. That was live music at its best. Girls group. Purple, the color. I mean, everything's purple, even the shadow of the stage, everything.
Even cassettes. The podcast.
Yes. I mean, why not? It's a great color. Guitars. Yeah. Slapping faces.
Yeah, sure.
Leather and lace.
God.
Yeah. Earring. I don't want to be a downer, but a suicide attempt. Lots of tears.
What are you thinking?
Lots of tears.
You guys are stealing my thing.
Cigarettes and
this guy's crazy.
Leather ties.
Hey, Dad, you got to give it to us. I think it's appropriate. Give me an answer me. Do it.
What?
When he goes, answer me, you give it.
Answer me, you motherfucker.
What about when he says fuck off to Billy? Fuck off.
Yeah, I mean, it's so when his dad slapped the shit out of him, I had to put it on pause because I mean, I'm sorry, man. In the movie, back in the day, that wasn't funny.
God damn it.
But I did, and I started laughing my ass off. I went, he knocked his ass all
I laughed
across
too.
the
God
room.
damn it, I'm sorry.
God, he did.
They should have had him get thrown through the fucking wall, to be honest.
Man, he's so
But the thing
little.
is he couldn't have busted through it. You know, he just would have bounced straight off.
No, sorry. Oh gosh, poor Prince.
It's like a paper airplane.
Yeah, guys, a little.
I'm gonna say Minneapolis. I can't even say that word. What is
I'm
it?
about
Minneapolis.
to go there. Yeah, Minneapolis.
Are you really? Oh yeah, for work.
Yep, about to be there.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, I'll say Minneapolis. Music, of course, 80s. Honey, I know times are changing. Woo! Little Purple Rain, baby. Got to give it up to that. You got to give it up
That means you too.
Yeah, there you go. Give it a little bit of that. Motorcycles, Lake Minnetonka.
That wasn't a motorcycle, Griffin.
That's a bicycle.
Oh God. What did Prince go by for a minute, Dad? Wasn't it the artist who shall not be named or something like that?
He went with that sign. He just went with the artist. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, he went a little off the rails.
Maybe bar scene and live music and
clubs.
What's another fun one? There's got to be something else
romance.
funny, but romance and leather, tight leather. And pencil mustaches. If you look at his drummer, that dude had the pencil mustache of the year.
Yeah. Bobby Z.
Music, dancing, performer, surreal, 80s, romance. Prince looks ridiculous. Austin Powers, Separate Lives, and Elementary School Grinch.
And Caw.
And the
That's
bird.
got to be in there too.
And Modern Air.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
That's so funny. That's
All
so
right,
good,
guys.
dude.
Now let's get to it. We're rated an hour, so we cannot delay any further. The event of the episode is Purple Rain, better with Nicolas Cage, baby.
There he is.
Look at him.
Woo!
He's no stranger to a real cycle.
Oh, man.
Oh, no doubt. He is Ghost Rider, baby.
Damn, that's what I should
Yeah,
have
they
done.
could actually put him on a full-size motorcycle.
Yeah.
There you go.
Griff, you want it or you want me to jump in here?
Let's see what you got.
Guys, I honestly, we cannot put Nick as any of the performers. You just can't do it. I mean, let's.
Oh.
That is funny as hell. Austin.
Had you not seen it?
No, man, I'm sitting there talking and I look over. I went, oh shit, he's Ghost Rider. Hey, he looks terrible on that little motorcycle. He's about 2 foot too tall.
He's got the hair behind him now, though.
Yeah, he does. But guys, there's only two actors that he could be. He could either be Francis L. or he could be Billy. I'm going with although I think that Clarence did a great job. Clarence Williams III did a phenomenal job. I think Nick brings something to that role of Prince's father. I think he's Francis L. And let's be honest. I mean, sorry, Prince. Rest in peace, brother. But I kind of would like to see Nick Cage slap the shit out of you. That would be. No, I think that Nick would have just gone off the rails on that. I mean, he'd have had just like Clarence, he'd had the dirty white T-shirt on, and
you could have done it easily. You'd have just made his mom black, and then Nick Cage is the dad. It'd be easy. Yeah. You could do it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I would have. I'll be honest with you. I would hate to see Nick Cage in that kind, because the domestic violence. I don't like that part of the movie, but I thought it gave it a lot of substance in this particular movie, because it was kind of silly fun, and that kind of brought you down to real life with all that going on. But I do think that Nick Cage plays Francis L.
Fair.
Yep.
Hey man, well, I'll take it one step further and just say definitively, yes, Purple Rain is a better movie with Nick Cage.
There's not a doubt.
Yo, no doubt about it. Here the cat is. And honestly, this is just coming to me. You could make him pencil mustache, dude, because, I mean, look at this face. It's basically the same exact one. You could see him with the little frills and all that stuff. He could do it easily.
He could have done the hair. We know that.
He could have done it. I'm going to say Nick Cage is Billy. You get him in some shades. You have him wearing the same jumpsuit, doing the same stuff.
With those white glasses?
Real incredulously looking like, what's going on here? And, kind of threatening Prince, being like, hey, man, this isn't your spot, man. And give him just a little bit of he's got to act a little bit more gangster than he maybe would in a regular movie. Let Nick Cage play that role. Maybe put some pillows up in his belly so he just looks a little heavier. And then you get him with that really approving, acknowledging look at the end. Nick Cage would be a hell of a Billy, dude. You know it.
Yep.
You know it.
I got a couple here.
Who you got?
Here we go. This ought to be interesting.
I'm not even going to say it my boring one, but my main pick is Father. I thought that would be the best fit
Francis
for
L.
it. But it's not a very fun pick, but I think he would do well.
No.
I think he'd do well there. But there was something that I thought of too. You know, how much do we believe that Morris is really getting after Apollonia? Like, he's always discounted, right? He was never a real threat. Let's bring in some real tension between the two. And really give Prince something get a reason to get mad. And that's seeing Apollonia with the one and only Nicolas Cage as Morris Day.
Now you got something.
Now you got something.
Hey, man,
because cooking with grease.
Hey, he just gave that movie some gas.
It'd be a full Castor Troy, man. He'd be dirty as hell, man.
That's what I mean. I thought Morris maybe needed a bit more bite to really rival the.
Yeah, you got Nick Cage going caca.
Like, apparently there was an off-screen rivalry between Morris Day and Prince. It doesn't really bleed through in this because Morris Day is so comedically made, his character, that it's like
he's a gifted comedian.
He's a goose. He
really is.
He's a complete asshat. He has like the swagger, but it's all like in like a demeaning way. Like he's the butt of a joke. Like his character's the joke. Like he's never the one who gets the girl, even though it like gets really close with Apollonia, but then he gets speared onto his ass in the trash. You know, he steps back with his coat and just.
I'm gonna make you love me.
Yeah, Nick Cage would have done that some good.
Oh my God, that is a fact.
God, Nick Cage, man.
Oh gosh, that's wonderful, boys.
Yeah,
wonderful.
He's talking about his brass waterbed.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick Cage. He'd have to pull out the "I could eat a peach for hours" line too. You know he would.
Yeah, he fits right in that role.
Cage.
I'd like to see him performing too. You know, up there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Morris brought it on the stage.
He actually did a movie like that, Austin. He was in where he sang in a movie.
Yeah, I think I've seen
Nick Cage. It's what is it? I want to say it's Betty Lou Goes to Town, but that's not right. It's Peggy Sue. He does a Peggy Sue movie.
Hey, Dad, what's that damn movie you what's that movie you
You can't even get it out.
I think he's half
What's
drunk.
the movie my dad made up that James Earl Jones was in?
No, it was a real
one. The baseball movie. What's that damn movie you made up?
Bingo Long, Traveling All-Stars, and Motor Kings. That's a fact.
That's what the movie was, Austin. It was Bingo Long and the Traveling Motor King.
Bingo Long, Traveling All-Stars, and Motor Kings. You ass.
Bingo holds an 87% on Rotten Tomatoes.
God, that's so funny.
Bingo Long. It just sounds like that's made up. You fucking made that up. That's great.
Oh, God, that's so awesome.
Well, this thing's probably rolled on a little too long, but what a night.
Yeah. That was fun, boys. I mean, how can you go wrong with Purple Rain?
You can't.
What a fun movie.
Hey, another gap closed in my book.
Yeah, I mean, guys, again, I said it from the get-go. It's an 80s movie.
I got the record right here. I didn't even really that.
Very nice.
Yeah, man, I kept seeing that in the background.
I listened to it last night while I was making dinner before I watched.
Yeah, I listened to the whole soundtrack working out the other day.
Yeah, I had it on the road.
It was just kick ass, man.
Nice.
I still stick with the point that the performances really take it to another level, though.
No doubt. I mean,
absolutely.
The movie fails without the performances of Prince.
Well, I was just
Morris.
struck by how it's like, oh, this dude is just a professional performer. That's what.
Yeah, you could guys. Tell. You don't see that music today.
Yeah, that's just, I love that.
And I mean, Wendy was right there in sync with him. It's just, man, it's cool as hell.
It was.
It's
good.
so cool.
Yeah.
Very good one.
Griff, what's up next, bud?
We got She Cried to the Southern Wind. Kingpin. It's going to be a showdown, baby.
It's got two of my favorite things. I've never seen it before, man. Bowling and Woody Harrelson.
Oh, you're going to love it.
Austin, you have not seen Kingpin?
I'm in for a treat. I've seen The Big Lebowski, the other bowling movie, but
this one.
We might have to go roll here soon. We might have to go roll here soon.
Bill Murray.
Love that.
Woody Harrelson.
And then we'll have to get Zombieland next
from Christmas Vacation. Oh my God, Dad, that'd be a good one too. Dad, what's that big cat from Christmas Vacation? He's playing
Randy Quaid.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Oh, we got Uncle.
Sir.
Yeah, Uncle. It's Eddie.
It's Eddie.
That's him, man.
Oh, it's awesome.
God,
great movie.
This is gonna be fun.
You're gonna love it all.
Hey, Austin, that's why people are
on that one.
That's why people are called Munson. You've been
Munson.
Guys, we need
to. You're gonna love it.
When are we gonna? We gotta buy a bowling alley. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's a great investment, Austin.
Cash cow.
Bowling. Everyone loves bowling.
Put it right next to a car wash.
Yeah, no, it's a bad move, dude.
Hey, you can bowl while your car is getting washed.
The purple complex will have a bowling alley, a movie theater. What else do we need?
Oh boy,
we need something else. A bar, maybe a sports bar. That
probably a trampoline or something. You know, you could jump around.
A sky zone. Yeah, we'll get our own
sky zone.
Yeah. With a rim, a basketball goal, you can jump up and cram.
Oh yeah, karaoke,
slam ball.
Got to be a karaoke spot. Yeah,
we got an idea. The purple palace. Is that what it is?
Purple Palace.
I don't know about
call it old Paisley Park. Paisley Park. Bring it back to Purple Rain.
That would work. Okay.
We got options. Yep, but it's going to be great. We're going to have a lot of fun. I promise you.
Yeah. That's going to be a fun one. We haven't done a Woody one have we done a Woody one?
We haven't had Woody yet.
Whoa.
He's one of my favorites.
It's a big deal.
I love that guy.
Woody is the best, man.
I love that guy.
It's going to be fun, boys.
Hey, a bandit. One of us.
That's it.
No doubt.
There's a lot of banditness, a lot of banditos in that one. You're going to love it.
All right. Let's rock. Let's get out of here as well. Guys, listeners, thank you very much. We said it at the beginning of the episode, and if you're still here, once again, you might as well just subscribe at this point. You stuck around through all of that shit. Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, you're locked in.
Yeah, get us to 100. That would be fantastic. We appreciate you all. We love you all. Thank you very much. As always, keep living well. Keep doing your best. We'll be talking to you soon. And modern air. Bye-bye.
I want to be a modern air. God, that's so good.